less lethal contingencies. Alan here. So today we are going to repeat the test that I did yesterday with the less lethal ballistics 68 caliber Guardians. Okay, the 7.5 gram Guardian ammunition shaped projectiles. And this time I removed the restrictor from the handle. Okay, so we're going to be using this CO2 chamber as expansion, which should definitely increase our power. And we're also going to up it a notch. Yeah, we're going to kick it up a notch today. And what we're going to do here is we're going to, rather than use 800 psi, we're going to use this tank of 1050. Okay, so I have a 13 CI tank here, and it's 1050 psi output. It's got a slide check regulator. Okay, we have it pumped up to just about capacity. It's a 3000 psi capacity tank, and we're just a hair under that. Okay, just a hair. All right, plenty enough to drive 5 of these, or a magazine of these Guardians. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're kind of set up something fun today too. So in the target trap, what I have down there is I have a piece of cardboard with some of those splatter targets on it. Okay, behind that, okay, and that's hopefully going to serve as a dual purpose, maybe control some of the ricochet, I'm hoping. Maybe, maybe not, we'll see. But behind there, I have 2 1/4-inch plywood panels, one after another, kind of up against each other. And then right behind that, I have my archery ballistic material behind that. So we're going to see what happens, you know. I was looking back at some of the videos that I had on the TR68, and again, we will be shooting the, if I didn't mention that, it is the modified Umarex TR68 revolver, okay, with the tuning barrel extension. And yeah, so I have a couple videos in the playlist for the TR68 on my channel if you're interested in looking up the other videos. I know one of them, I think it was when I was shooting 1050, this tank right here. I think I was shooting this gun on 1050, and I'm not sure what the ammunition was. I think it was probably S-type air tactical jewels, you know, their shaped ammunition. But it may have been ball ammunition too. But anyways, I say all this to say this. With the 1050, with the restrictor removed, using this for expansion in here in the handle, I believe I was somewhere around 70 joules. Okay, I was getting about 70 joules, and I'm pretty sure it was with the longer barrel too. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm still getting that. We'll see how fast these 7.5 gram Guardians will fly. And yeah, we'll see if they do any damage at all. You know, I mean, they're pretty pointy. So we'll see what happens. I know I might have to sacrifice 1 or 2. I don't know. Hopefully they won't get destroyed. But it'll be a good test anyways. So we're gonna, that's what's behind there, okay? Behind door number 1. Well, there's only one door. Or window number 1. Anyways, I'm in a mood today. Anyways, it's a good mood though. All right, so yeah, so let's go ahead and air it up on 1050. And like I was saying, this is kind of a strong 1050. The last time I had it on the gauge, the test gauge, it was showing almost 1100. Okay, so we're going to use this one because I want to keep my strong 1100 for another test that I'm going to do with the X68 not too long after this one. But that'll be another video. All right, so let's go ahead and spin this on. Now, the way I have this rear ASA is it is a Z-RAM rear ASA, and then I have a small MCS expansion chamber on here. This is really more just to facilitate, not so much the expansion, but really to facilitate some better threads, let's put it that way. So I got that one, that expansion Loctite into the Z-RAM ASA pretty good, because I noticed that the Z-RAM threads, they're a different pitch or something. They're tough. So I kind of muscled that one in there. It's staying in there now. It's dedicated to this marker. And it does indeed help, though. It provides me a good good threads to screw into. So yeah, so that was my thought process on that. All right, we're gonna try to use this freestanding cranny, but I've been hitting it a lot lately. Wasn't even aware of it, I guess. And I've been bending the daylights out of those rods. Like, it came with spare ones, but I don't know why I haven't replaced them yet, but I haven't. I kind of bent them back a little bit, got it working again, so we'll see how it works. If it starts giving me any trouble today, I'll just fall back on the X-Radar. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's make sure that this is locked closed so we don't have a leak there. We're good with that. And let's air it up on 1050. All right. Actually, that's good. This is what she looks like. Okay. All right. Air it up on 1050. Nice crisp bolt activation there. Looks good. That bolt activated with some authority, didn't it? That's what nearly 1100 will do for you. All right, we're definitely going to want to put some air protection in. And I'm hoping that cardboard keeps anything from ricocheting out. But I'm thinking I should have enough power to go straight through all that stuff anyways. So we shall find out, boys and girls. Don't do this at home. All right. All right, Umarex TR50. Excuse me, I keep wanting to say TR50. TR68. All right, we got a blue laser on this one. We got a Shake the Wake CVLIFE. Dot optic. Multi-Reticle. Multi-Reticle. Multiple recticles. Sorry, man. This is totally going to be a bloopers reel today. Multi-Reticle. Well, it's better than the other thing, you know. Yeah, you know. Got to keep it clean for the kids. All right. Okay. All right. So here's an up close of the less lethal ballistics Guardian rounds. Okay. They're not really cupped that much, just a little bit in the back, but not as cupped like you see with the AR Tactical S-type rounds. But they're very pointy, 7.5 grams each. And yeah, that's what it looks like. So I got 6 of these. Thank you, Barry. Again, appreciate it, to test with. And yeah, so I got 5 of them in here. And we'll see how they fly on a nearly 1100. We're calling it 1050, but you know, it's a strong 1050. All right. Barrel's floating good. You see her moving up and down. That's nice. Everything feels normal. Get comfortable with your markers. Make sure, you know, this way you know what it feels like when it's running properly, and you know, you'll know when there's something wrong. All right, so these things are going to be nasty. Oh man, I'm expecting some nastiness out of these little puppies. They're supposed to, with that point, they're supposed to penetrate. So let's see if they'll get through the 2/4 inch plywoods that are laying behind that cardboard target. All right, earplugs are in. We are aired up. I'm just going to call out the feet per second. And if I have to dodge these things, we'll see. All right. 7.5 gram less lethal ballistics Guardian, 68 caliber Guardians. 1050 PSI output. High pressure air. All right. Shot 1. See if I can shoot down a little lower. Shot 1. 453.8 feet per second. Shot 2. 453.9 feet per second. Shot 3. Let's go for the center target here. Shot 3. 456.7 feet per second. And how many was that? Shot 4. I don't know. I'm so excited. This thing's firing really good. Not sure how many left I got. I got at least two that I can see. So that was probably three. Yeah, three. So this is going to be shot four. Shot four. 454 feet per second. And this should be the last one. Shot five. Shot number 5. 456.2 feet per second. And by the sounds of it, I can hear that plywood's just getting destroyed. It's getting wrecked back there, so it's going to be quite a mess to pick up, actually. All right, let's go see what we did for damage. Go check out the damage. I'm sure it's annihilated. I got to be shooting about 70, 75 joules, I would think. Maybe even 80 joules with this setup right now. We got all that expansion, and we got them all. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. What did I use for air? I got about 1,500 PSI left. Okay, about 1,500 PSI. All right. Let's de-air. That thing was rocking, man. That thing was firing on all 8 cylinders. No kidding. No kidding. All right, that was 1050. That was 1050. All right, let's shouldn't be anything in here. Nope. All right. So before I forget to do this, let me put this rear cap back on and get it set up so my son can shoot CO2 out of it. This way, if he needs to grab it quick, he's got something here. And I'm just going to drop this restrictor rail back in. Now, with this gun, now, some of you out there have made comments that you didn't have a removable restrictor, or that, you know, you didn't have this flat blade in there. It may be that when he bought this gun modified, because it was advertised as a factory brand new gun that they had modified, a 25 joule marker. So this probably was a kit then, is what I'm guessing. In those instances, you'd probably have to buy a kit. I mean, a lot of people sell them, you know, on eBay, Amazon. Just look up power kit for the TR68. And now I'm not sure, like, some of those power kits come with a tool. I don't know if that helps to get the factory restrictor out, or if you have to drill it out and then install this. I'm not sure, because I haven't had to do this yet. Like I said, his already had this in there. So I'm just going to drop it back in there. Take a large flat blade screwdriver. And let's see if I can roll this so we can see this darn thing. My eyes is turned. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I mean, it is nice. I mean, it is wicked easy to take this in and out. I mean, it's seconds, you know. So if you don't have that set up, I encourage you to research it, because it is nice. I mean, can you shoot the gun double deleted with CO2 in there? Sure you can, but you're gonna get probably one good shot, maybe two. You know, it's just gonna be a waste without having a restrictor for CO2. However, I mean, if you drill that restrictor out and you just dedicate it to, you get the rear ASA, of course. You could dedicate it to HPA. I mean, that's another option too. I got 2 guns like that, 2 revolvers, 2 markers. I dedicate my TR50. It's dedicated for HPA. My torpedo, mercurized torpedo, same deal. Just drill those right out. Not even sure if I could get. There's other ways too of making some kind of hacks that, you know, makeshift restrictors that you could do too. I mean, there's different things you can do. But anyways, all right. So I got that restrictor back in there. He'll be happy. Get that taken care of. I am not going to leave the Guardians for him to play with. He can use the AR Tactical shapes. He doesn't need anything pointy. Actually, we'll see how they survive this survive it anyway. So let's put this puppy back up here for safekeeping. And let's see what damage we did here. All right. All right, we definitely tore up the target. Tore that target up. Oh yeah, shrapnel everywhere. This is gonna be a pain in the butt to clean. Nothing's worse than this plywood. I wish I had some regular wood. Yeah, so we totally made it through there. No surprise at all. We got to be pushing close to 80 joules. So 2/4 inch plywoods went right through there, no problem. No problemo, baby. All right, I gotta get some other wood to shoot through though, because I would like to run a couple more experiments. Actually, I'm thinking of doing a shoot. If I can figure out how to hang it in there or sit it in there, and maybe seeing how it goes through some spare ribs, some pork belly or something like that. So, all right. This thing's still holding up pretty good, this archery material. I don't have a hole in it yet. It's holding up. Ooh, I see some small ball bearings that at one point were inside these rounds. I'm guessing. We'll have to see where the rest of it is. Oh yeah, I got one annihilated. But I was expecting that anyways. I mean, you know, these are not expected to be reusable if you're shooting into wood. Yeah, we got pieces of that. All right. It might only be one that got destroyed, I think, here. I shot 5. None of them came bouncing back at me, so that was good. So I shot 5 of these. I got 2, 3, 4. And the 5th one is in pieces. All right, so let's take a look, see what we got here, boys and girls. All right, this one, that one survived. We can reuse her. That one's a little dinged up, but it looks like it survived. Yeah. All right. So another one survived. And another one. Yeah, that one survived. So out of the 5 that I shot, I have one that pretty much busted apart, and there's a couple more smaller fragments inside the target trap. But you can see this was the ball bearing that was inside of it that once lived in the Guardian. Okay, so yeah, this is going to pack a wallop at high joules, high feet per second. It's going to pack a wallop. I wish I had some like 1 inch thick pine or something that it could have potentially stuck into so that it could have proved how it flies, you know, because what we don't know is, at least I don't know anyways, is does it fly perfectly straight? Is it well balanced and it's flying straight, or is it tumbling, you know? But if we saw it stick into something, and, you know, then you could argue that, you know, that it's probably flying straight, which is a good thing, right? For penetration. But I would say this thing is pretty nasty, pretty mean and nasty. These ballistic, less lethal ballistics, Guardians, 68 caliber Guardians, they're gonna be nasty, man, at whatever you shoot them at. So I had a total of 6. I got 1 destroyed. Okay, so at least I know what's inside of it. All right, so I got 1 destroyed. I still have 5 left because I had 6, and I can only shoot 5 in a magazine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save these. I'm going to do another test in the future once I can get the right piece of wood. Or better yet, I think what I want to do is maybe I'll get a rack of pork ribs and just hang them in there, plastic and all on it, so I don't make too much of a mess, and just shoot this right into it and see what it does going through the thick plastic and through the ribs itself. I might do that. I just don't want to chew it up too much because I'm going to eat those ribs afterwards. So at least I think I am. Why not, right? You don't want to waste it, man. Shoot it all shoot it all to Kingdom Come, and then, smear some barbecue sauce on it, throw it on the grill. Yeah. All right. I'm going to do that. You're going to laugh when I do it, but I'm going to do it. Anyways, so we got 5 left to do that with. I think we'll plan that for something fun, for a fun little exercise. Anyway, so that's what we have there. I'll be updating the video with the joules, so we get an idea what kind of power these things, 7.5 gram Guardians, are going. But they seem like they were flying pretty quick. I mean, they were just a little under 500 feet per second. I think that's what I was seeing. I don't know. But I got a sense. I'm thinking I had to be pushing somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 joules. Maybe less. I don't know. Maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm way off my rocker because the ammo is pretty light. But we'll know. We'll know shortly. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you like this video, give me a like. Yeah. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and subscribe. Appreciate you. You have a great day. Peace out.